Welcome back to another Tsurune review. Today is episode 12. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
Together we're Couch Talk. As always, we're anime viewers only. We're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready?
Let's jump on into it.
So, right off that, he basically, we get the guy saying he debated telling them, which I was questioning last week. Should he have done it before or after? And the reason he told him before was mostly because Misaki had gotten them the headbands as a gift to get them all, in sync.
Right.
You know,
They gotta have that team gear.
Yeah, you got to have the full costume, right? It looks badass and everything. You gotta have all of it. It's gotta be one complete set, okay? You can't just headband. It's important. That's why the top players in any sport wear a headband.
It gives you powers.
You can't
It holds
just not
in
have it.
all. It concentrates all the powers to your mind.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was surprised that the girls actually got a headband. I thought the anime would just literally forget them, but they got a headband too. So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
And obviously, Minato here again starts to blame himself because he pushed Misaki here. I don't feel like anyone other than Saya could have pulled him out of it, because Saya's like, it's not your fault. Which,
right.
From Saya, he used to blame himself for Minato's mother.
Yeah, it's very like, similar situations. So I don't think it would really do much if anyone else but him said it.
Yeah, because like it's all flipped around here at this point. But yeah, as they're kind of all together, kind of like brooding, like trying to figure out what they should do, Sayo goes and does her thing off screen.
Right, she's like, "Oh, I got archery to be doing. All right, fellas."
but when she comes back, we actually see the girls kind of step up in this episode. Huge time here, where they chew out the guys. They're usually in the background, right. So but here they're actually in the front, saying something meaningful that actually matters to everyone, instead of just being written off as outcast of the club.
Right.
Because they're like, you know what? Sayo had to go out there. She's worried, but she went out there and shot. You guys didn't even go watch her. You guys.
That's kind of messed up. They were just like kind of sulking. And well, I understand because he's in the hospital and they didn't know of his condition.
Yeah,
so
they
I'm
didn't
sure
know at all.
They're assuming the worst. So I can understand that. But I just feel bad for the girls that they just got shoved to the side.
Yeah,
at least they're probably like,
she had to go. She had to go. She had no one to watch Sayo. Like no one there. The girls were just pissed. I actually really liked how they stepped out and kind of yelled at them, and they had to give up. They gave up their phones so they could focus.
Yeah.
But then it was their time to go out and shoot. First of all, once again, fuck the twins.
They're so annoying. Everything about them.
It's I guess that charm didn't help them. It's like,
it's like, dude, really?
Yeah. Even the captain and the other guy, are like, dude, what the fuck? That's not funny. Like the dude is in an accident.
Right.
It's like
the twins are just literally made to be awful. They're straight pieces of shit.
Pretty. But yeah, top 8 move on. Kurosaki, the top team, they hit 18 of 20 shots on their first round, because it's 2 rounds of 20 shots. Shu only hit Kaichus that day in both the individual and team play, so
surprise.
The young prince never fucking misses the center of the target, I guess.
He's just a legend, apparently.
But yeah, we learned that Kazemai usually hits 16 on a half, but this round, since they were so distraught, they only hit 14, and they weren't as crumbled apart here because the girls kind of got them back into it mood wise. It was when the second round came around that they were trying to remember what Misaki had taught them, and they were putting so much focus on that. Minato was afraid, and he couldn't quite understand why he was afraid until round 2 of the second half.
Yeah, we do finally learn the reason for the lineup. At least we know why he was put last, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like how that kind of was, came to fruition, because I've been wondering the whole time, like, why? Maybe it's just for confidence or whatever. But I mean, yeah, he's like, okay, you've always relied on people on your back. Now you're kind of in that position, but you have no choice since you're last. You got to go forward. It's like,
it's kind of like when you're in this, target panic and everything, and like you're still not confident. It's like you have to look forward past it to move on.
Right.
And he finally found that, and he hit that Kaichu in there, and then
he
it wasn't enough to pull the team back in, because they only hit 12 that round, because they hit 26 total tied for 8th place.
They had a little tiebreaker.
Yeah,
sudden death.
And yeah, it kind of made me wonder about the rules, like, right? Because it's like, oh, just hits matter? Do Kaichus not matter? Because apparently Kaichus are like important to just hit, but I guess at the end of the day, it only matters if you hit the target. Because it'd be like, oh, you both hit 26, all right? You would think you would go to who hit the most Kaichus then, right? And then
it just
maybe they hit
like
equal Kaichus as well. Who knows? But I feel like
I think it's just hits.
Yeah,
because that's how it usually comes across. It's like hits or misses, and it's like, because even the scoreboard we saw it is just pretty much an X or an O for you hit it or you didn't.
So it's like, what's even the point of worrying about Kaichus then? Or even, it's like, just to feel good about yourself, I guess. You hit the center of the target, but it's like, I could hit the edge every single time and be just as happy as someone who hits Kaichus every time. Be like,
right.
Well, what's the point? I'm getting to the point. Before they go into the tiebreaker, though, Minato has to let them know what he finally realized, but Kaido could not handle being told to forget Masaki's teaching, which I understand. They're all in like this situation, like the coach is in the hospital, we don't know what's going on, and we care a lot about him, and to throw away what he's been teaching us, of course, he jumps in a little quick. Sometimes you gotta let someone talk. Or
it was quite some emotions were running, I'd say.
Yeah, there was emotions everywhere flying. Which, I understand that. I've never had a coach hit by a car on the way or anything, but I understand emotions flying. I did have in one of my golf tournaments where someone on our team, Grandpa died while we were playing, and first of all, your phones are supposed to be off, but his was on, and he saw it, and then crumbled throughout the whole tournament. So it's like,
dude, I just quit. Like, I don't even know how you deal with that.
But yeah, they didn't get any confirmation though, so they had to do it for their coach. Minato's like, that all that teaching's been put into us. We just gotta believe in ourselves. Masaki believe in us. Now let's do the rest of the believing. And then we see him hit that beautiful Tsurune. I do like the animation of whenever they shoot the Tsurune. Is
super good when it like focuses on the whole shooting portion of it. Like,
yeah, it's actually like top tier.
Right, it's like, damn, that's actually super cool.
Makes me want to go shoot an arrow.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll look exactly like.
Yeah, exactly. The wind will come in, the leaves will be flying around. It'll look beautiful, and I'll be like, oh, that sound.
Oh yes, I'm now.
And then I'll whiff by 50 feet. But they made it through to the finals at 8th place, so barely in there.
They squeaked on by.
So we'll see next episode. I'm guessing the finals is the finale.
That would make sense.
And we'll see more with Shu, because Shu, he was happy that Minato was back.
Yeah, he was definly a little smirk on his face.
He was like,
he's a weird obsession. I'm just gonna say it.
He's back. He just wants his friend to perform at his best.
Yeah, but he's kind of
for selfish reasons. But he wants his friend to perform at his best.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever, Shu. All right.
But Masaki was fine. See him at the end.
Of
He was
course.
proud. The team was all happy they could tell him they made it onto the finals. That's the episode, though. Jumping to scores?
Sure thing.
Yeah, this I think was actually my favorite episode of the season. I want to think drop it at 9. I just really liked how all the characters' interactions, development, and growth was throughout this episode. Even with the girls finally stepping up and just having their moment. They kept giving us little pieces of the girls to be like, they're not completely useless. And then it's like, oh, hey, they're not useless. Now they're going to go back to being useless. Just the moment with Seiya and Minato in the beginning was also great. And then the whole Minato coming to understanding. I just liked his arc and his growth throughout this episode.
Yeah. I'll say 7.5-ish. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the whole accident thing. It kind of just seemed like an excuse to kind of propel the other characters forward, which it's not always a bad thing, but just how it came unexpected in this show, it's like, okay, I see why they're doing it. So it feels a bit not as genuine, I guess, but I do like how they actually finally came to terms, like especially Minato's like, oh, I'm starting to get everything now, and they actually do. I guess they all realize, the reason for Archery. I hope they don't. I hope they don't use this thing to like beat the next team, because then it would feel just.
I hope
very
the twins
weird.
get target panic in it, and it's like that whole the charm didn't work thing comes back and hits them when Minato was like, maybe you're next. I hope both of them fall apart.
That would be pretty hilarious in a petty way. I'd laugh. So, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid episode, like overall.
Yeah,
that's it.
That is it.
Spiel time.
As always, if you don't want your coach getting hit by a car, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button, notification bell.
Wow.
Come on, this is not that bad. On some other show we said something about sexual assault. Okay, we're dumbing it down a bit. Just somebody get in an accident. I didn't say I don't for your coach to not die.
Right.
But if you don't want your coach to brutally die in a car accident, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like, and until next time, peace out.
See ya.